Today's tip is about my loved one is gone, now what? Hi, it's me, Linda Burhans, the gal who cares for the caregivers with love, laughter, and lessons learned. You know, support group after support group, I build relationships with people, and then their loved one passes away. And in the past 6 months, probably 4 or 5 people, the loved ones of people in my support group have passed away. And this is what I hear. I feel sad. I feel paralyzed. What do I do next? I don't even want to go through their stuff. What do I do? Well, first of all, it all depends. Is there an urgency? If your loved one lives in a community, there's probably not too much to downsize. That's maybe a little bit easier. But if your husband just died and you've lived in this house for 32 years, there's a lot to go through. Is there an urgency? Well, if you're not leaving that house, there's no urgency, so you don't have to do it right away. You need to do it when you feel like doing it. Perhaps you need someone to come in and help you do it. So one of the gentlemen in my support group said, well, some women came in from the church and they took all my wife's clothes. And they donated it to an absolutely fabulous charity, Clothes for Success, for women that are getting new jobs and needed new clothes. He said that really helped because I didn't even have to go through that. So someone could come in and help you with something like that. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to call a professional company. You can just call a friend. I'm sure they'd be willing to do that. If you do have to do it alone, and it's really overwhelming, I suggest 2 things. 1, don't start with the emotional rooms first. Start with the things that really don't mean that much, because you're still emotional and that's really hard to go through. And maybe just do it in 15-minute increments. Okay? I'll get up. I'll go up through a couple of things. I have the timer set for 15 minutes. Okay, you did something. You did 1 thing or you did 2 things. Maybe next time you can set the timer for a half hour, or maybe you leave it at 15 minutes. And you just do 15 minutes here, and you just do 15 minutes there. But please remember, don't do the emotional rooms first. You know, when my mom passed away, and she lived in an independent community, I kept her apartment for 3 months. It was just hard for me to go through it. But then I also did find a lot of joy in going through it. I found things my mother saved that I never knew. I brought back a lot of memories. A lot of the time, my sister had flown in and did it with me, so that really helped. Remember, there are people that could come in and help you do packing, estate sales, donations of clothing. I took some of my husband's shirts, and they were made into teddy bears. Well, how cool is that? The shirt's not there anymore, but it is there, and I have it all the time to give me some kind of comfort. And I just want to remind you of one thing. Most of the time, nobody wants your stuff. Nobody really wants your stuff. Many times when I do a support group and the wife passes away, I always get a call from the husband. Linda, do you like Hummels? Nobody wants your stuff. So if there is stuff in your house, because we all know we're going to go at a certain age, we're not going to all live forever. And someone comes over, your granddaughter, your niece, your friend, and says, I really like that picture on the wall. Just take it off the wall and give it to them now. They get to enjoy it, and you get to see them enjoy it while you're alive. So there are ways to get around all this. Remember, you're not alone. Tune in next week for another tip sponsored by Art and Quartz, where all they do is memory care. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and have a delicious day.